Oh my God, you guys, we need to talk. Because today's most advanced AIs have like this super awkward communication problem. And it's honestly holding back the future of, humans and robots being besties. It's a whole thing.
Okay, so you know when you're giving directions to a friend and you think you're being like so clear and they just give you this totally blank stare? It's so annoying, right? That moment when you realize you are like not on the same page at all.
Well, get this. Our smartest AIs are literally having that exact same problem. And it's not some little bug, it is like a major deal for them.
So, what is this like tragic flaw, this major blind spot that's causing all the drama? It's this thing called privileged information bias, but like everyone just calls it the curse of knowledge. It's when you're a total expert on something and you completely forget what it was like when you were clueless. So you end up being a terrible teacher. And in our story, the all-knowing AI is totally that friend. So to figure this out, some researchers did this like really clever experiment with two AIs. Let's meet them. Okay, so on the left, you have the leader. She like has a bird's eye view and sees everything. She has all the tea. And then on the right, you have the follower who can basically only see what's like right in front of its face. It's so limited.
The leader's job was like super simple. Just tell the follower how to get to an apple. Sounds easy, but oh my God, the results were a total mess.
I mean, you think, right? The leader can see the entire path. It has all the info, so like they should have aced this every single time. Failure shouldn't even be an option.
But no. Researchers found that like almost half of the plans that were totally perfect on paper ended up failing. It wasn't the plan that was bad. It was like a complete and total communication breakdown.
So check out this chart. The researchers call it the success gap. On its own, the leader AI could come up with a good plan, like 35% of the time. But when it actually had to, talk to the follower, the team's success rate like totally nosedived to just 17%. Ouch. Okay, so since that was a total fail, the researchers were like, let's try two different ways for them to talk to each other and see if it helps.
So on one side, you have the push way of doing things, which is so basic. The leader just barks orders with like zero context. But then there's the pull protocol, which is like a total glow up. The follower can actually interrupt and be like, excuse me, what are you even talking about? So this diagram here shows how the pull thing works. It's basically a feedback loop. The leader sends a command, but the follower like checks first to see if it even makes sense. And if it's like staring at a wall, it can pull for more info, making the leader rethink things and give a better direction. And this, you guys, is where it all clicks. Look at this. The teams that actually succeeded were the ones where the follower asked for help like twice as often. The secret wasn't the leader being smarter. It was the follower being able to ask questions. That's literally the whole vibe.
Okay, so this is a perfect example of why the push thing was such a fail. The leader, from its perfect little perch, is like, just move forward. But the follower is literally staring at a wall, and because it can't ask questions, it's just like, okay, sure, and walks right into it. Smack. Total fail.
So you're probably like, okay, who cares about robots and apples? But the implications of this are actually like way bigger than you think.
For real, this isn't just a game. In the real world, this stuff is like super important. It's about making sure a rescue robot doesn't just walk off a cliff, or that a robot surgeon like knows which left you're talking about. It's about making AI that isn't just blindly obedient, but can like actually be helpful because it knows when it's confused. So it all comes down to this one like major question. To make AI that's actually safe and useful, do we need to teach our robots to talk back? It's kind of a fascinating thing to think about, right?